Yep, go ahead.
They started a little bit early. Oh.
Bring us back in, bud.
Yep.
We are going live. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we back up, man. I told y'all just a couple minutes, a little commercial break. In a minute, we're going to have some real commercials, probably sponsored by Tito's Vodka. Keep it real. Tito's, holla at us.
We def getting off on
Niggas
that.
is on that Tito.
Niggas on the Tito's. But back there, so before we broke, Aheezy was talking about the Warriors' dominance with just Steph Curry. And we're going to try to put a bow on that, but basically, like Hayes said, you want to make some bread, I'm with him. I understand, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's one of those professional sports gamblers, so I understand where he's coming from that angle. I just think they're a more accomplished team with Kevin Durant. Damn, that Kevin D just sounded like some bullshit. But anyway.
It's weird because they be calling him K all the time. I'm like,
No
nigga, he's
KD? You got to put the D.
They be like,
but
K,
then,
we
that's
missing
nasty.
K.
That's like a nigga texting
Who calls
you,
him K,
man.
though?
That's
They're like, we're
a nigga-
missing K.
But it's
I'm
fucked
like,
up
no.
to say that you got to put the D on it.
Pause.
See? You can't say that neither.
That's
So
a
anyway,
freaky
just
nigga
say
right there.
KD. Anyway,
Gotta say
KD,
KD.
bruh, like I said, shout out to KD. More accomplished with them. You want them in that bread, they got a better record with Steph. Besides,
I'm going to follow the money. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to follow the people talk about
Kobe,
it.
don't fumble over
He
here.
just
man. Don't
allows
fumble.
the
I'ma
margin
follow the money,
of
baby.
error to go. It's bigger, like I'm saying, because it's been games that Clay and Steph has been off, and he stepped up.
Yes.
Whereas
Yeah,
most
yeah.
times in the past, if they both are not hitting, they're losing. You look at it, like you look at that Houston series. Steph was playing terrible, and how many times though can we expect him since then? He's been over 33 points. He's averaging 36 in this
fooling.
series. Can he keep that up?
Hell,
And I'm
fuck
just
yeah,
saying,
he can. Now, see, like I said,
that's what's allowing them to win, though. I'm
But-
saying Steph is averaging 36. I don't think if he has an 18-point night, 17-point night, they can win.
No,
That's
not
all I'm
without
saying.
KD. But what I'm saying is like
And that's what happened in 2016. He was hampered.
every now and then
he couldn't get
no,
off
it
like
was-
he wanted to.
And then Kyrie was going at his head. But then even
But he still had an MCL sprain
Yeah.
that he came from that year.
Yeah.
And there's no injury excuses. But I'm
Back-
just saying,
that's back to the Dame
he
shit.
just can't score 23 and they win. He's been having a score. He's been over 36 every night. And it's like, how many times can you
know
keep
what,
that up?
You know what? Sometimes you just can't buck the trend, man. You can't buck the trend. Hey, my man, he feeling it and he going. So, hey, like I said, I do this. I do this gambling thing for times like to enter. You know, I said just mix it in a little bit. They say if it's red on the roulette table 4, 5, 6 times in a row, no reason to bet black.
Man, I always bet.
Keep on going with the red,
Always
baby.
bet on
It's
that.
weird. Speaking of gambling,
You know what
though,
I'm
who would have thought
he
that
got to
the
take a shot.
Pelicans?
He got to take a shot, Bill.
Who would have thought that the Pelicans would have won that lottery, man? No
So
one saw that.
that's what I was about to get
Wow.
to.
No one saw that.
Speaking
Wow.
on gambling, let's go to what
Wow.
Hayes talking about because we got 14 teams
Wow.
that are about to gamble on their franchise.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
And
they are.
and if you're talking about raw numbers, this is something you can't go off raw numbers. You got to have somebody that knows basketball. You got to have somebody that watch these kids.
Yeah.
And with that being spoken, I'm gonna ask you this. Let's take away money. First of all, let me go through the lottery first. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the lottery. We have New Orleans with the number 1 pick, Memphis number 2.
Anthony Davis is still leaving.
Yeah, I agree, Cole.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that in there. He's still leaving.
He is. He has to.
Number 3, New York. Lakers 4. Cleveland 5. Phoenix 6.
Ooh, I really feel bad for Phoenix. They really needed that.
Chicago
top
7.
pick.
Chicago 7.
Have you heard about the Chicago rumblings?
Uh-uh.
They're talking about 7 to the Lakers for Alonzo.
I did hear
Have y'all
that.
been hearing about that?
Wow.
So they have
Keep
4
going
and 7.
down.
For the Lakers, they have 4 and 7.
Keep going down. Keep going
So
down.
Atlanta 8, Washington 9, Atlanta 10. That's probably why Atlanta like shit. Like we can give up one of these bitches. Minnesota 11, 12, Charlotte 13, Miami 14, Boston. But this is what I'm saying. With your New Orleans at 1 and your Lakers at 4,
Wow. You know what's gonna happen.
does that
Yep.
take away from these punks and the way that 76ers got on by losing on purpose? Because now shit,
definitely
you
changed.
see, that changed the game, right? That changed the game. So anyway, this is the question I have for you niggas. I'm gonna go to Troy.
Facts.
Let's take away franchise bread, viewership. You know what I'm saying? Let's take away let's take away. You're trying to make some money. You're not the owner trying to make some money for the Pelicans franchise or whoever's franchise. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
As far as a NBA stud, and I think as far as the NBA stud, NBA, like you always talking about, playoffs come, it tighten up. You got to have those skills. You know what I'm saying? So the association, like Kobe said. But besides that, like,
It's a stand.
do you take Zion over Ja Morant?
Yes, sir.
If you just want a
Ja,
hooper, man.
I love Ja,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Did you know, especially in this day and age of NBA. So we start with Troy, we go this way.
I was actually thinking, like, of course, Zion is the best player, but I would love to see Ja go number 1. You keep Holiday at the 2. And if you're Anthony Davis, I would want to play with a Ja Morant. But clearly he wants to leave. Clearly the 3,000 season tickets were sold.
So you got to take
So
Zion.
you
we
have
know
to take
we're
Zion.
taking Zion. I'm just asking y'all from a basketball perspective.
But I really think this can be that type of draft whereas you look at that Shaq draft where not Shaq, but that C-Web and Penny draft. Where both teams got what they needed. Yeah. You feel me? I would love to see Ja Morant go to New Orleans and, Zion go to like a New York or something. It didn't pan out like that. But I just see something different with Ja Morant's game. He elevated that team.
And he
You
had
go from averaging 12, 6,
and it was
6.
Murray State, bro.
Yeah, but you just go from averaging 12, 6, and 6 to like a 23 and 10.
Yeah, he was
It
putting in
was
work.
Murray
And he's
State,
a willing
bro.
passer.
Yeah,
It's Murray State, Hayes.
He's
So
putting in
every
work.
time we come see Murray State, we know who we got to stop.
Yep.
We can't stop him.
Can't stop him.
I
We
wanted
know
him to
who
go
we got to
to.
stop.
I wanted Ja to go to Phoenix so bad
Ooh.
because Devin
That would
Booker needs
have
that.
propelled them a little bit.
Devin Booker needs that.
Yeah.
But one thing that I'm liking about this system, you really can't tank anymore.
I like
You got to
that.
go out there and put your best team forward.
Shout out to Adam Silver for that because when you think about the term lottery is like unexpected. This
Yep,
shit is
yep,
random.
yep.
Every
fuck.
year they know.
You pretty much know the top three.
Know who's going to be because
Not
of the
this
percentage
year.
wise. But if you widen these percentages, because like I said,
Hey.
I love these numbers, baby. Numbers make sense. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn one day. These numbers
on
make sense.
analytics.
But since they widen it out,
Daryl Morey.
it's gonna be a
has
lot
it.
more. It's gonna be a lot more madness. It's gonna be a lot more madness in these lotteries. So shout out to Adam Silver for that, man.
What you think about the lottery, Kobe? Shout out to you, man, for coming through.
In today's, if I had to pick between the two, I would definitely go in terms of like NBA ready. I'm going Zion.
You like Zion?
In terms of,
I think he gonna work out too.
immediate impact. Like Ja Morant, I don't think he's his game might be more complete than Zion, but as far as like NBA body, as far as Zion being able to compete
Or
with
NFL body.
or NFL body.
Or MMA body.
Weightlifting
Or
body.
boxing body. Or weightlifting
Or
body.
Do it all.
Fitness USA Man of the Year
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
No
Arnold
homo.
Schwarzenegger weightlifting.
Right.
Yeah, but I think he's more ready for the the big the big
grind,
guys.
the grind.
Ja
82
Morant
games.
is Ja.
But you know what, Toby, and I agree with you. But
Did you just call this nigga Toby?
He sure
Chill,
did.
man.
He called the nigga Toby.
My slave name.
Toby.
Chill.
My slave name.
Hilarious. One thing right quick though.
Sponsored by Tito.
But I gotta ask you a
Tito, shout
question.
at it.
I gotta ask you a question. What do you think about Memphis coming out saying that they're going to take Ja?
You knew that.
even though they have Mike Conley.
Well, obviously we're not in the NBA, so we hear everything. We get all the chimes and alerts late, but now the reports are coming out that Memphis is trying to get rid of. They're shopping Mike Conley, so that's nothing.
But
new.
they were shopping them. Remember the Pistons
He's supposed
had
to
a
come
chance.
here.
Yeah, Pistons
Yeah, he's
had a
supposed
chance to get him.
We
But I
trade
think-
our pick for him? For
No.
Conley?
Now
pick for Conley?
I'm talking about hell. Fuck no.
I'm just saying, do we trade our pick for
No,
Conley?
we do
No.
not.
Oh,
No.
okay. I'm just asking.
But I'm saying I think now
So as
we just
bad
now
as
finding out
bad
about
as
that.
we
I think
pick, we
Memphis
gotta
already
try.
when
Yeah.
Memphis knew when Ja Morant
got to.
said he was coming out.
Roll
I think
dice.
Memphis knew that was the guy that they would go after. So like I said, we just not hearing about it, but I believe Memphis knew when Ja Morant said,
I
"Hey,
can
I'm
dig it.
leaving."
But we won't see
can dig
Memphis and Conley play together, though.
We-
I mean,
we-
not Memphis, but we won't see Ja and Conley play together.
No,
No,
Conley's gone before the season started.
Conley is
He's gone before the season.
Yeah.
starts.
So it's gonna be some
Conley,
trades off
after
on
training
him.
camp, Conley would just be watching Ja play.
Ooh,
So,
watching the
so
sideline.
real. Going to you,
coach, Real.
going to you,
What's
Ja,
happening?
Ja or Zion.
Who I'm taking right now?
And we're not talking about getting that bread for your franchise. Ja,
Just player wise.
just player.
Just player?
Yeah.
I'll take Zion.
All right. So
I think Zion gonna be good too.
you say who you say, Ja? I say Ja.
I think Ja might be the better
Ja
player.
might fuck around and had a better career.
Yeah.
Ja.
And
I
longer.
can't say that. I
Zion,
can't say he
Zion.
have a better career either. I think
don't know,
I just
bro.
Zion's got the one thing
I
you can't
think we
teach.
got 2 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
think.
we do.
dog.
But what I'm saying is this though: the day and age, Cole, like a couple years ago, is fucking no brainer. Zion, this type of NBA game, man. The guards.
Because who's going to have the ball at the end?
Yeah,
It's going to be
guard
Ja.
your guy.
It's
But
going
go
to
ahead,
be Ja.
go ahead, Lance. What you got, Zion?
I'm gonna tell you, no.
Okay, you say Ja?
I say Ja. Let me tell you
Yeah.
why.
So we got 3 Ja's.
Let me tell you why, man. Zion. Hopefully, Zion has been practicing blocking and catching, like Antonio Gates.
Oh, okay.
I agree. Lance, he should go to the league and clown. He'll go clown in the NFL, wouldn't he?
He is not going to last very long in it. What do we call it? The
association.
Association.
Why?
not?
Why is that?
Why not?
that? Expound on that.
I don't agree with that, but go ahead.
No, I
I agree with your NFL stance, but I think he's gonna be
should
good
play
in the NBA.
football, though. He
I
should
do,
play
I do,
He should play
I-
football, man.
I do
Look,
think he'd
look,
be good in the
look.
NBA though. His effort, if he play like that, it's a wrap.
man, from the
But he put like that on the hoop
fundamentals
court.
and
That's what I'm talking about.
everything. I don't think that his style of play will last very long in today's league. I mean, it's very bullish and it's not very much of finesse, which we all
Oh, Zion has nothing in his toolbox.
exactly.
He
Yeah.
got nothing in his toolbox.
My
He's
point exactly.
18.
But-
listen,
but
he's also
Y'all
18.
niggas
But-
tripping.
He
This
got nothing in his
nigga's
toolbox.
18, dog.
Hey,
That's what I. He's 18.
Hey, look.
Real, does
Look.
he get better?
Look,
you,
man.
you was a baby.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying that now.
I know,
He's
it's
got
my
nothing-
time. It's my time
You're
to
right.
talk.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you're right. Go ahead.
Let me tell you about my statistical mind, man. I project. I project very, very far out. I look at money. I look at what moves the market and things like that. Zion Williams is not going.
Williamson.
Williams.
Where the fuck his name is?
Yeah, facts.
Kobe. Same
Right,
thing.
right. Same thing.
Sponsored by Tito.
Look,
Tito's.
look. More power to him, man. I think he needs to go. He should have went to the combine
NFL?
because he will not last long in the NBA.
Just the jumping? Is that what it is? He did the
Why
weight
you think
and the
gets hurt?
jumping?
What you saying? Like,
I'm just saying that his style of play, he's playing amongst boys right now. I think once he started playing with some of these men, that a lot of his
He's already the second biggest player in the NBA.
Yeah,
behind
a nigga said that when they watched him in
Bogdanovich.
high school.
I was
Nigga
just about to
said,
say. I was
nigga
about to
said,
say
oh,
that.
wait till you
They
get to
play
college.
this-
Okay, nigga.
Hey, guess what?
Yep.
I agree.
He's the
y'all
number
crazy
3
ass.
recruit.
He's already the second
Zion
best.
was the
The
number
second biggest player in the NBA.
I've never been the one to buy into hype. I'm gonna just shut up.
I don't either. I don't
Okay.
either.
I'm gonna shut up. But we gonna talk in 5 years, and y'all gonna need to go buy me a bottle of blue.
I feel you.
Johnny
Wait a minute.
Walker.
What,
I
because
ain't gonna
you could,
lie.
wait a minute. Because you're
You
saying
wrong.
he's going to be weak, or you saying Ja's going to be better? Because I think Ja's going to be better.
I'm past,
He might be
I'm
better.
I'm past
I,
that.
you thinking that he's just going to be
I
a
get-
bust. So you calling Zion a bust?
No, I'm not. I get
Yes,
it.
you are.
That's what
No,
you're
I'm
doing.
not. No.
What the fuck you saying?
You gotta listen. If you listen, you hear what I'm
Nah,
saying.
nigga,
we
you
hear
talk
what
for
you
2
saying.
minutes. What you saying? Glance.
Nigga, like
What
I'm
you
telling
saying?
you that he's not going to be the great player. He's not going to be the next Brown like you niggas think he is.
I
Nobody
didn't
say
say
no shit like
I didn't
that.
say he was.
He's not Brown.
Ain't nobody
He's
say
going
no
to be
shit.
average at best.
No.
Can he be a
So he's going to be a bust.
He's going to be average at best.
A number one
No,
pick
number one
can't
pick,
be,
average.
it can't
That's
be
a bust.
average. That's a
That's a
bust.
Okay, whatever you
this-
want to call it. He's average at best.
This
All right,
question,
Hayes, hold-
this
Hayes,
question
hold-
is just
Hayes,
for the
Unless he
panel,
got a
though.
fucked up work ethic,
Hold on. Let
I
Hayes
can't roll
go.
with
Let
that.
For the
Hayes go.
panel though, can he
Hayes,
be
ju-
Blake or
Watch and see
Amari?
it.
Can
Watch
he
and
be
see it.
Blake Griffin or Amari?
Hold on.
No, let Hayes go. Ja or Zion, and then we
Oh,
go
Hayes
with
ain't
Troy
go
shit.
yet?
No.
Listen, man, this is kind of easy for me, man. Real spill.
what the numbers say?
You know what the numbers say? You know what the numbers say? Motherfucker Zion a freak. No homo. This motherfucker freak right here.
So was Jordana.
This motherfucker, dog. Listen, and this sometimes you do have to look at shit
Sponsored
with
by
your
Tito's.
eyes.
Sponsored by Tito's.
And this shit is sponsored by Tito.
You like him better than Jock? Do you think he's gonna be better than Jock?
See, that's
Man, I like Ja so much.
See, that's the
too,
thing.
man.
That's the thing. I don't want to throw any shade on Ja by picking Zion over him because you really can't lose with this argument.
Yeah.
Only reason I'm saying this is because both of them are very special. But Zion, you can see these things that are special with this dude. Like when they showed the slow motion block when he blocked my man from the sideline
From Virginia?
Do you know how high this motherfucker got?
13 feet.
God damn! And what do you?
Should've been a
Dog,
touchdown.
listen. Listen.
I love Lance.
And you right.
Lance take it
And
to
you-
the ground.
and
Hey,
I
but
love
nigga
it.
said that about Brown.
I
Like,
love
man, that
it.
nigga supposed to be playing football.
I love it. And how much he weigh?
guess-
250.
I guess I'll be that nigga.
Zion is 280.
He weighs
Zion is 280.
255, and this
Zion
man
is
is jumping
280.
that high.
Zion is 280.
Get more 30, Hayes.
Zion is 280.
something, yeah, 285. Some shit crazy.
285.
He's some crazy.
He's the
like
heaviest player
I
in the NBA right
apologize.
now.
I shorted
He
him
a big
30
boy.
pounds,
That shit's
and this
crazy,
man is
bro.
jumping that goddamn high out the
That shit's
gym.
crazy.
This man is a freak of nature.
Quick-
And I'm telling you, he is. You can't lose with this. I'm telling you.
Niggas,
my
niggas in
question-
college jump
Troy,
higher than niggas in
My
the NBA.
question
Troy,
for
what was
you,
your-
Hayes.
yeah,
Man,
You
and
know,
I'm
Troy
talking.
go back.
And remember when LeBron came out. He was a big boy.
He was
Don't get me
240.
wrong.
But he was tall.
no,
He was 240.
no. But he was tall. But that is my
Yeah.
point though.
It's another one.
Look at
At
Luke-
the age he at, that nigga
Another-
shoot better than LeBron did.
No. Look,
Nigga
look.
ain't gonna be LeBron.
When we see
better than
when
LeBron.
we see
Hell yeah.
when we see Zion in high school,
You can let LeBron shoot when he first
When
got
we
in the
seen
league.
Zion-
You can't let that nigga.
Brian can shoot off the dribble. Zion set.
he's gonna work on it.
Zion-
he needs to work
Zion
on. He
is
needs to
so
work on
only
it. But
18.
Zion was
Only
way
19.
bigger
I'm
and
talking
stronger
Trey Ball.
than LeBron.
Only 19.
Way bigger and
19?
stronger
Hey, but the nigga
than LeBron
That nigga
in
Arnold-
high school.
That nigga bodybuilder.
Way
type
bigger.
man.
I got
Oh,
a
go
question
ahead.
for
Yeah,
you,
Troy
Hayes.
had a question.
Let's
Go ahead.
My
Troy.
question
Man, he
is,
gonna be on some Greek freak
what
shit.
do you
Yes.
think about
Yeah.
Yes.
what do you think about New
Never.
York possibly trading that RJ pick
For
because
AD?
he's the third pick?
That's a
AD.
nigga y'all better watch out for.
Would y'all like to see them
That
play
nigga might
together
fuck
again?
your
Go ahead,
shit
Hayes,
up.
because I can't
So-
wait till it get around to me.
so-
Y'all know how
so
I feel.
I know how
about
you
RJ.
feel.
I was-
But RJ, how do you feel about them playing together?
I would say like this. That'll be crazy. That'll be excellent for New Orleans because I think they got some real building pieces for the future and they can build off of that. For New York, I don't know because it really depends on who you sign as one of those free agents to go with AD. Not only that though, but AD, man, I give him all this credit in the world, whatnot. But for some reason, man, what scares me the most about this dude, man, is he's somewhat injury prone. And he might just mess around and you paying this man all this money and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, like I said, he give you everything that you need. But he fuck around, man. This man got some of the longest Achilles in the goddamn league, man. I don't know, man.
That nigga ain't a good
That's
leader
right.
either.
That's what I'm saying. But it
He
all
damn near- he damn near need to be Robin.
It really all depends on who New
Like-
York
like
signs
Kyrie.
with. They have to know.
Kyrie definitely.
They have to know whoever they sign with there that is going to match because that is what is going to be for the Knicks. Now, as far as New Orleans, you got these two niggas that play with each other in college. You got a freak. You got they play off
Orleans, it
each
makes
other.
sense for-
It'll make more sense for them for New Orleans to do that than the Knicks. The Knicks are more so gambling. I think you're playing. I hate the term house money though, but I think you're playing with more house money if you fucking with New Orleans. You get R.J. Barrett and Zion there because there's no pressure on them the first
I
year.
want to hear your take because you
No
you got
pressure.
some-
That's
you
huge.
are- so
That's
you got some
huge,
thoughts
Hayes.
about RJ.
That's
with-
huge.
I'm
No
with-
pressure.
No pressure.
No
I'm
pressure.
with Hayes because
pressure.
right now you have Dennis Smith in New York, a ball dominant point guard,
Facts.
and so you get RJ. That shit's gonna be a train wreck. Now you're fighting again for a lottery spot, and you're gonna end up at 6 or 7 and fuck up again. So
Because they didn't switch the lottery up on your
they
ass.
just switch
nah.
the lottery up.
You
now.
ain't getting
So
the
you
first
just
pick
automatically
automatically.
getting the first for being a
Yeah.
bitch.
It's funny.
So-
Everybody thought New York was getting number one.
You know what I mean?
I was one.
That bitch a real lottery now.
No,
Everybody
remember-
thought
I'll
New
eat
York
crow
had
now.
that.
I was wrong
we
on
was
that
in
one.
here and
I'll say
motherfuckers
I'm
was
wrong.
saying the Lakers. Remember when niggas was saying the
talking about
Lakers
the
like get
Bulls.
blowed, be like get lucky and get. And Lakers got the 4. They went from
Maybe our weak ass
projected 11.
13th first round pick.
I think it was 11.
But you had some thoughts
11
about
to 4.
RJ, Bug. I want you to touch on RJ.
So what I'm saying is if you want RJ, then you got to be a nigga like, no disrespect to Devin Booker, but you got to be a nigga like Phoenix. You got to be a nigga like Orlando. You got to be a nigga like maybe Miami. Because what he's going to be a great player for a losing team.
Good stats, bad team got.
He's gonna be a great player for a losing team, and he shoots so fucking much. He showed every now and then where he got a couple of assists because niggas in Duke was hot.
What you think
But
about
I
him
don't fuck with
reclassifying
RJ.
though?
I don't
Because
fuck
he
with RJ.
did jump into his older age.
I don't like
group.
RJ. That's what I'm saying.
Like
I don't fuck with him.
realistically, he was supposed to come out this year, Bug. Do you see anything with that, or
Oh, yeah,
do
right.
you
Because
think it's
he
just
went
playing
early.
wise?
I think maybe he went. I don't know. You know, these motherfuckers talk nowadays a little bit different. Like when my AAU, I might not have knew a nigga from Pontiac.
Facts.
But
For
now
sure.
these niggas know niggas
Yeah, they
everywhere.
know everywhere.
So maybe I think he came in like, let me go ahead and play with Zion. You know what I'm saying? Instead of chilling, because like you said, he could have stayed. RJ Barrett could have stayed. He
Yeah.
reclassified and went up. A lot of motherfuckers reclassified and go back. He reclassified and went up because what he did against USA when he played for the Canada in the U19.
Yeah.
So he was clowning. So niggas was talking shit. He's like, oh shit, let me go ahead and get in this shit. So would he have benefited from staying one more year? Hell yeah, because RJ would be by far the number one pick this next year.
Facts.
RJ was
By far.
RJ was
What you got,
projected to
Kobe?
be the number one pick.
Oh,
before
until-
the season,
hey,
before Zion did what he did, he was
so-
number one.
So going back to what Troy
Zion
said,
showed out.
So going back to what Troy said, he
just showed
regrets.
up.
He regrets for going to play. He was one of the niggas like us. Like, hey man, Zion just sweet against these little white dudes. We don't know what he gonna do if he won.
Man, call in, man.
Call in 248
Funny.
838 3661. It's changed the number on you niggas. 248
Oh,
838
Sponsored by Who Hayes.
We
3661.
blocking somebody.
Goddamn Tito's.
248-838-3661. Tito's Vodka, call in. Hey, man.
You got any final thoughts, real, on this whole Zion and RJ thing?
How you just skip right over me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Dang,
my bad.
that
We was
shit
talking
on
to you,
Kobe.
fam.
Toby
I'm saying,
Kobe.
I pretty much said what I had to say.
Toby, that's why I
My bad, fam.
Toby Kobe.
I think the Knicks I think they got dicked. I mean, everybody thought they the Knicks in the organization thought they were gonna get Zion, and then when they dropped down to 4,
It'd been
I
big
think
for
kinda,
New York.
Yeah, you know, New York actually had everybody saw their game plan, man. You know, they thought they were gonna get KD, they thought they were gonna get Kyrie, they thought they were gonna draft Zion to go with DeAndre and Dennis Smith Jr. That was gonna be, you know, but now they plans is, you know, out the window. So I mean, but they still got a chance with who? RJ, right? RJ is with the Knicks pick 4th.
They picked 3.
We just talked about that whole ass nigga.
Lakers have 4th.
Oh yeah, Lakers got 4. Yeah, so I think the
What's
Knicks will
that?
probably settle on RJ.
Probably doing the same thing it did last week.
Who got a fucking baby in the room?
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
Fine.
Fonny. Oh, Fonny,
Caller.
what up, though?
The Jets
What's
should've
good,
drafted-
Coach? What's good?
Hey, caller. I don't know how to do it.
Speak up, Coach.
That ain't funny.
We got Lance on.
That ain't funny.
This is
Lance,
414
Lance
area.
slash the engineer.
Finally saying something.
But go ahead,
Man,
real,
I need Coach.
expand on what Kobe was saying, man.
Oh,
What Finally say?
we talking about that whole NBA draft. RJ Barrett possibly going to 3 or being traded to New York. We possibly thinking about RJ being traded to New
To the
Orleans
Pelicans.
for Anthony Davis.
And then I just let you know if they.
You hear that, Finally?
Hey, Kobe, put your phone number in.
248, motherfucker.
You hear Mal?
838-3661. 248 838 3661.
That ain't them calling that.
You got it, Fonny? Call in. We want to holler at you.
You want to highlight Fonny. Fonny get some nuggets too.
Fonny
dropped
gonna
some
drop
nuggets
some
every
nuggets.
time.
Shout out to Fonny, man, for tuning in.
You got the number,
Hey,
Finally?
hell yeah, ring the bell for. Hey,
Shout out
everybody,
to
ring the
Fonny,
bell
man.
for Fonny.
Yeah, give Fonny the
Take a
number.
shot
Give
for
Fonny the
Fonny.
number.
Fonny, 248.
Real. Go ahead and expand on that, though,
Fonny,
man. We didn't hear your
248,
thoughts, man. Let me hear your thoughts
838.
about that.
About
3661.
Still talking about the two boys?
We're talking about Ja
Got
fit
it.
in, getting traded to New Orleans, and then AD going to New York. Let me hear your thoughts about this.
Oh, I think AD got to go to a contender.
AD definitely got to go to
Finally
contenders.
calling in. I don't know how to
Click
do
it in. She's back.
Yeah,
we
she-
got the
we
engineer.
got the
Shout
engineer here.
out.
Oh, Finally, you with us, Finally?
I'm with you, man.
There you go.
There he
What
is,
up,
there he is,
dog?
there
Same
he
button
is.
I clicked. Okay.
Fonny, what up?
Sorry about that, man. You know the Canadian Wi-Fi, man. You know when it's raining.
Hell no. What's good, dog?
Shout out to the
Hey,
international
I'm good,
callers.
man. So what
Fonny,
was
Fonny.
you asking
But
about?
Fonny, before
I
we
couldn't hear you.
start, Fonny, maybe 3-4 years ago, who told you was the next? Who told you who the next superstar was in the NBA? After I watched the summer league game with J Kidd,
Whoever drafted Gates.
You said Giannis was from that summer league when we
summer
watched
league,
you said,
nigga.
man, I'm telling you.
The nigga was playing fucking point guard. I was like, who the fuck is this? But anyway, finally we was talking about niggas was
Hey, can
like,
I say something about Giannis real quick?
that's it. go ahead.
Quick.
One thing real quick I want to say about Giannis, man, that I love about him, man, is he old school in the fact that he don't work out with nobody else. You don't play for his team.
I love that about
You know what I'm saying?
Giannis.
He going hard every time. It's a business approach. He ain't trying to look good out there on the court.
I'm not
He's
trying to be your
win,
friend.
man. And if you want a franchise player, man, I gotta tell you, man, nowadays you can't beat a Giannis. I'm sorry.
Facts.
But what you was gonna ask, bro? Go ahead.
So we was on R.J. Barrett. No. You know what I want to hear, Fonny? Straight basketball sense. We're not talking about you making money for your
Organization.
organization or anything. Second caller, hold up. We're gonna bring you in a second. Like, do you take Ja Morant or a motherfucking Zion Williamson? We're just talking about straight basketball, NBA.
Well, you still have to take Zion number one,
My
just
nigga.
because of where the game is going. It's
Okay.
fast break, shoot threes, and dunk the ball. So I mean, you have to take Zion number one. But if you talking about who gonna had a better career, if somebody said 10 years down the line, Morant had a better career, I wouldn't sit back and say, "Oh my goodness, I'm shocked."
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. But I'm just saying, like, number one, if you're a general manager, if you talking about I ain't drafting Zion number one,
You're
won't
gonna
have
get
a job
fired.
next
You won't have it fired the
So
next
you don't have a
day.
choice.
Yeah, you got to take him. I agree. That's exactly what I was saying. That's why exactly what I was saying. Man, Fonny called in. What's good, man? Anybody? Oh, let's go. Let me ask you this, Troy. And Fonny, listen after Troy. Then we go to Kobe. Then we go to Real.
16-25 Raptors.
All right.
16-25 Raptors, they fighting. Okay. Troy,
How many points Kyle Lowry?
who is your sleeper in the NBA draft you may be able to get at like the fringe lottery or like late first round? That'd be a solid player.
He'll still go early, I think, but I'm looking at DeAndre Hunter.
He gonna go
From,
top 5. He better.
But
He
I'm
good.
looking at him. If you're Atlanta, hopefully you can get him at 8.
They
But
say the
if
Lake
not-
Show want to get him at 4.
If I'm the Lakers,
heard
if you
that.
can't trade for Anthony Davis, you take him. I just look at the way he played in the NCAA tournament. He made
balled.
big buckets. He plays
Kawhi,
defense.
little mini Kawhi type dude.
I just like his game. And then my other guy that I like is I've been championing him for a while. Is Kobe White.
Oh,
If
North
you-
Carolina?
Yeah, I would love to. Just the old man game, the control he has of the game. That's
Bet.
who I'm liking. Who you liking?
Fonny,
in the
who you
draft?
got? Draft. Your sleepers.
My sleeper is my sleeper real simple, man. The Pistons at 15 go take Musalovic.
Oh man, we got Fine here. Fine, cause you my guy, Fine.
You already know we about to take somebody at 15 we ain't heard of.
Yeah,
Fine.
Musalovic.
I gotta agree with Troy. My sleeper is actually people not talking to him because of Morant and R.J. Barrett is Cody White.
Yeah.
I think with the way the NBA going, no defense, push the ball, play crazy.
Yeah.
I think
Hey.
he fits in perfectly.
Hey, I agree.
Fine, can you please touch on Coach Beeline, man? Because you're a
Oh,
Michigan man. Can
Troy
you please touch
said
on
he was
Coach
gonna
Beeline?
bring this bullshit
It's just because
up.
we got Fine on the team.
This
man.
shit hurt our soul,
He
Fonny.
bleeds blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you please touch on Coach Beeline?
Y'all know I've been crying all week.
Yeah.
Let me start off there. So it's been an emotional week for me. But I'm gonna say this about Beeline, man. Last year we thought he just was flirting with NBA teams to get a contract extension. Obviously, him taking that job,
Cleveland.
is very clear
Cleveland?
that he was not just flirting.
Cleveland, bro.
So,
66.
Cleveland, bro.
But you got to think about this, man. He 120 years old. He got
Yes.
a side
Yes.
deal. If he gets fired and
Yep.
stank it up, so what? You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? He get the money.
That's
Now he
Yeah.
might just be
all
trying to
about
recruit.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry has 0
100%.
points currently.
That's whole shit, man. I'm all about legacy.
He said he's gonna pay.
I agree with you 100%.
Who you see as a replacement,
100%.
Fawn? Who you see as a replacement?
Man, me personally, I hope. Now
Gotta
who
go
they gonna hire?
Juwan.
I don't know, but I'm hoping it's Billy Donovan
Ooh.
because everybody keeps saying that
I
he's
heard
happy at Oklahoma City.
No, he ain't happy.
No,
every
he
time
ain't
he try to
happy.
make a substitution, somebody wave him off. So I don't
Bitch,
think
get
he's
out of here,
happy
coach.
at,
Hey, coach,
Oklahoma City.
I'm straight, coach.
I ain't
Some
coming
other
out.
nigga.
I ain't coming out.
No, Juwan
What about the
Howard?
Butler cat?
That's
What about the
what
cat
I
from
will say.
Butler?
I like that, Troy.
Or
See,
Jawan Hurley?
Okay,
love
Juwan Howard.
I love the
I like
Butler.
LeVar too because he used to be on the coaching staff.
Shout out to
But
cousin
everybody keeps
Bakari,
saying
man.
Juwan
Fuck you.
Howard. But the
Nigga
thing
who hold
is,
him.
I've never seen
Sorry.
him coach before.
I haven't
So
seen
how
him
do I
coach
know
either.
he'll be
He's
good?
been coaching the last 10 years in Miami. I don't understand what y'all.
Who?
He's been on the bench coaching. He
Oh,
has
no,
been
no,
playing-
Juwan straight. No, I ain't got a
he's
problem
been
with
stealing
Juwan.
money on the
Talk
on the
about
bench for the
Jawan
last
Howard,
10,
Fawn.
15 years.
Why you not liking that?
But how do we know? How do we know like what he gonna run? How do we know?
All right.
We never
That's
seen
my
it.
You don't.
question about Howard. How do we know?
You don't know.
What you got, Real?
You know what the numbers
what
say?
you think about
You know what the
it?
numbers
What
say?
the numbers
Uh-uh.
say?
Numbers say-
Analytics.
What the
numbers
The
say?
analytics is coming in.
The numbers say they don't know.
What you think
Sponsored
about
by
Howard,
Tito's.
Real? Or just the whole Michigan thing in general?
Well, it hurt my heart for sure. We had a absolute stud of a coach, ran a hell of a
Fuck,
program.
man.
But
Damn, I asked the nigga not to bring this shit up, man. We lose fucking Beeline when we should be losing Jim Harbaugh.
Facts.
that's who the fuck we need to be
He
losing.
brought us
The
some
nigga
new
who should be
assistants.
losing.
Defend Michigan football,
No, you
Fawn,
don't.
because
No,
they talking.
No, don't
We
talk
don't-
about
talking,
football.
Fawn.
I'll do it. Don't
Do
worry.
not
Real,
worry.
real.
I'll
Go,
do it.
go back
Do
to
not talk
real.
about
Go
football
back to
right
real.
now.
Real,
No,
real.
no,
real.
that football, because that football shit
Don't
is
talk
no
about
excuse
the-
for it.
Yeah,
Go
don't
ahead,
talk
Real.
That football shit is
Come
no
on,
excuse
Real. Don't
for
talk
it.
about
Real.
that
Let's
shit,
go
man.
defend him.
Come on,
Go back to Beeline, real. Go back to Beeline, real.
But yeah, homeboy gonna
off
be
that
true.
football shit,
Homeboy gonna be truly missed, man. But it's kind of like our man D Jack. It's like a title when it's joints. It's now or never. So
Now or never.
He too
D-Jack,
old.
what
He
up,
too
though?
old to be like, all right, let me finish out with this class because all my fucking players keep one and done in me.
He
So-
def lost some recruits.
so,
Is he gone?
shit.
Is he gone?
I'm about to try to, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker ain't no Michigan man. He was here for 12 years, but he ain't no Michigan man. So he ain't got to be loyal to us.
Yeah, because the Michigan man don't do that.
Michigan
They
man ain't
don't
gonna do
leave.
that.
Cleveland, nigga.
Michigan man don't go to Ohio.
They went
They
to
go to
the
Ohio,
to
nigga.
Cavs.
Lance, what you think, Lance? What you
Oh,
think, Lance,
shit,
about
Lance,
that?
don't bring up the football shit, please.
Nah,
I swear
what
to
you
God.
what you
Please
think about
bring it
Beeline?
up.
What you think
Don't
about
do it,
Beeline
man.
in Michigan, Lance?
Listen, I got two things. I'm gonna start.
Come on, dog.
Breathe.
Don't bring up the football
All right,
shit.
so we're gonna start talking about the basketball thing. Now or never. I'm sorry, Real. You threw in the oop. I'm gonna have to run with it. It's no such thing as now or never when you're talking about interviewing for jobs and things like that. Let's forget about that. The fact that he abandoned one of the best one of the almost, I ain't gonna say the best recruiting class, one of the greatest recruiting classes ever coming into Michigan. You got kids decommitting because you left. You are building a very, very great program. We talking about
He was getting Michigan back to Fab 5 level.
Come on, man. We talking about Izzo level. We talking
Yeah.
about Coach K
Fucking
level.
Izzo level.
This asshole, I'm gonna call him what
Yuck.
it is, decided to take a Cleveland job. Come on, man.
He ain't
we
a
get how
Michigan
much
man.
Fucking
bread he
Cavaliers,
Come
dog.
on, man.
He not a Michigan man.
Well, fuck it, I could go jack off in Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Look,
bruh.
look.
Come on, man.
These are my thoughts.
Man, give me one more second, Mo. Like,
Oh,
listen,
give me one more second.
Fuck
Sponsor.
Cleveland.
dog,
Get it in, Lance, get it in.
Because this shit bothers me.
Oh,
man.
that shit bothered the shit out of all of us.
Dog,
Didn't bother me.
come on, man.
That
I'm
shit
not
bothered me.
I'm not. No, I'm
State game.
gonna tell you. This shit bothers me. I'm gonna tell you about this shit. If you want to tell me what's about the money, that's cool.
How much money did he get?
I got $2 in my pocket,
Yeah, how much money did he get?
but at the end of the
I
day,
want to.
He could've been
I
number-
think he
it could've
got.
been
I think
number
he
You got
got
your-
5 years, 25 mil.
He got some
Five-
dumb shit.
That's exactly
He got
So
some
look,
dumb
so
Five
look-
years,
And it's
25
guaranteed.
million, and it's
25
guaranteed.
million.
Hold on,
So,
hold on.
but
Finish,
go
though,
ahead,
Lance.
Lance. Go ahead, Lance.
maybe
Go
I'm
ahead.
different, man.
5 mil.
You are.
Michigan
I'm a
had
legacy.
You a
person.
Michigan man.
I'm a legacy person. Like, who the fuck cares about?
He don't care.
You right.
Look,
You right.
look,
Ray.
they don't care.
Look, you're right. I want to say my piece though.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my nigga.
right.
But I'm angry about it. I just
You a
kinda-
football guy.
Yeah.
What you think about them trying to kick Harbaugh out, man? The whole panel trying to
I'm
kick
not a football
Harbaugh
guy.
out.
I'm actually a high level person for the university.
Facts.
So I'm thinking that the way that he did the university, from the fact that he took whatever deal he took from the Cavaliers, and the impact, because you got to think about this: football and basketball play against each other. Football has a good year, basketball has a great year because, like, the hype, everybody, you bring kids for recruiting and things like that. I look at high level. I don't give a shit about none of that bottom level shit because I understand the whole business of a university. So, like,
U of M is an ultimate business.
you got to understand, like, my perspective, because I understand D1 recruiting.
What was Beeline's salary at Michigan?
That's
$2.
it was 2.45.
What I say?
Per
$2.
year?
They doubled it.
So these
So
are
that's
these
sort of
are
worth.
So
So
y'all-
these are literally my thoughts.
So
and
you guys wouldn't
I
take the
agree
extra
with
$2.5
I
million?
agree with
I
all of
definitely
you.
would have.
There it
And
is.
I agree with all of you. And it comes back to some simple thing. This man is literally 66 years old.
I think he just
So-
wanted to go to that.
So
he
he went.
just wanted to say he coached in the NBA.
So he
Or
went.
some
whole ass
listen,
shit.
He
listen,
might want to lay a
listen,
seed for his
listen.
kids. Man,
He went to
I don't mind that,
what the young boys always say 9 days. My man went to go secure
that bag.
the bag. That's all it's all about. He knows. Now think about this. He's taking a job for 5 years at Cleveland. You know, in 5 years after this is done, I'm gonna be 71 years old. When I am 71, where is Cleveland going to be?
Same place.
Nowhere. I'm not
Facts.
winning anything
Vaughn, you
with
still there?
Cleveland.
Hey,
So
Mel, let me ask you this, Mel.
What
Let me
up?
ask you this. So he's been running his own offense that he's created for the last 30 years he's been coaching.
Yep.
Is he just been running his two-guard offense in the NBA? That's
No.
my question.
It's not about
Hey,
to
and
happen.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
Especially with Colin Sexton.
No
Cleveland
bueno.
won.
Like what Hayes just said. It was a bag
Yeah.
secure. It was a bag
He secured
secure
the
move.
bag. He
And
secured the
It was a
bag.
secure bag move.
He's 66.
Let me
So
get
what
this.
he
It just happened to
What are you
be.
running in?
Oh, he
66.
Happened
and
to
what
us.
is he running?
That's what's.
I don't know. 5 out. Shit. He gonna run
They
shit.
called
He
him
don't
a
run
running
shit.
teacher. What do you think about him being able to teach the players, Fawn? Because they
Nothing.
trying to call him a good teacher.
nothing.
Ain't nobody listening to this nigga.
Well,
What I'm saying-
this is what I think his plan is going to be. I personally think his plan is going to be to try to build a Denver/Milwaukee type team.
Of
Young
course,
guys
of course.
that go out there and play hard.
Yeah.
I agree with
deep
that.
bench. I mean, because what else would
Yeah,
he try
you
to
can't
do?
go-
I mean,
can't get no
I
superstars.
can't see any other plan.
Ain't no
And you know what?
superstars
You know,
playing in that
and-
system.
and
Ain't
you know
no
what,
superstars
fine.
playing
You know
in
what,
that
fine.
system.
I agree, and I agree with you fully. And by the time that plan is implemented and is
He's
ready to go,
89.
he is 89 years
Y'all
old.
niggas
Milk,
stupid.
Milk. He's 89.
I got one more
And I'm-
question
and
for
I'm-
Fawn.
and I'm with
He's
you.
out of there.
He $25 million.
Quan,
richer.
Too old.
Fine. That's
It
my
was a-
question
it was a
for
bag
you.
secure moment.
Because
So-
Secure the bag.
Because Mal brought it up to me.
Migos.
Off he brought this up to me for the podcast. If you can't get Billy Donovan, if you can't get
hope they
my
get
man's
Billy
from
Donovan.
Butler, what would you suggest? Bakari
Hey, bring
coming back?
Cuz back, man.
What you think about
No,
Bakari, man?
No.
Listen, hey, fine.
Talk on that, Fawn.
Well,
Talk
I
on
mean,
that.
I'm
Funny.
just being honest. And here's why. This is just my personal.
Finally,
opinion.
bring Cuz back.
When
Don't do
you
him like
learn,
that.
when you learn from a great coach for years, right, and then you go and get an opportunity at another job
Yeah.
and continue to go to a whole different spectrum, there's no way he can come back to Michigan.
Man, it's
There's
tough.
no
I
way.
know it's.
If
I know
he
it's.
would have
not,
tried to
man.
do, if he would have tried to, do the beeline things and the things that he taught, then that would be different
36.
at UAD. But he went to UAD and it was kind of like a PSL type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Fact.
But
You know, and-
but the thing is this is the only thing I'm saying. Not Michigan, but he got blackballed by some shit that wouldn't happen like in our locker rooms, our practice. You know what I mean? I know what he said was wrong.
So you think it's the type of kids that he's coaching?
Yeah, for sure. We talking
No,
about
I'm
these
not
whole
saying
ass
that he
dudes.
should be blackballed. Don't
Yeah,
get me
yeah,
wrong.
I know what you're saying,
Specifically,
Fonny.
the
I know what
question
you're
is, should he come to Michigan?
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah,
No,
And
I'm
you
not
saying
saying
no.
he should never coach again.
Yeah, right.
We've
right,
all
right.
been in locker rooms. We've all played with people that said some outrageous things
Outrageous
that have never gotten out before.
Outrageous.
We
shit.
all have.
We just was talking about like last night, like dog, you had white coaches that was throwing balls at motherfuckers, and the only reason why they got fired because they got caught on camera.
So if not Billy Fawn, who do you
So
see?
shit.
Who do you see?
Finally, end it off with this. Give me somebody.
Well, like I said, the list I think is Billy Donovan.
What about Steve
It's a man
Alford?
from Butler. and
That UCLA nigga?
I think they're going to look at the guy from Florida, even though I
Troy
don't
about to
like
get
him.
thrown out
That's
the
just
building.
my personal
The nigga from Buffalo, man. Look at him.
Oh,
Nigga
the
from
one to
Buffalo.
Alabama? That's
no,
a quick flip.
Buffalo, he just took the Alabama
Yeah,
job.
that'd be a
That's
quick
gonna be a
flip.
heck of
Yeah, he
a
took
payout.
Alabama. Yeah,
Okay.
That'd be
He
a
took-
hell of a
yeah,
payout.
he took a quick flip.
My bad, I ain't hear the coach. You said if not the guy, if not Billy
Yeah,
Donovan,
the guy
who?
at Florida, his name escapes me right now. But
Braun?
for some reason,
Steve Braun?
that's who I think that they're going to look at, man. And
Florida,
If I say his name,
I don't know,
Y'all,
man.
so
I
no love,
really-
so
I
no
really
love,
hope-
escapes me. That's
so
what
no
I say.
love for
Florida
Sadie,
coach.
no love for Sadie Washington. Just moving up.
Oh, Saudi is like,
Me personally, no.
Man.
This
No
is
bet.
why I
But they
don't like.
had him
okay,
like
so let me
3%
explain this.
chance.
This is why I don't like bumping somebody up off of Beeline staff. His system is so complex, and he created it. If you notice, Malcolm, if you take a look at his other assistant coaches that got jobs, nobody runs his system. Why? It works, but nobody runs it.
Nobody
because it's
knows
too
that
complex.
shit. Yeah.
That's some shit
So,
he
so,
made
that,
up.
so that's
Yeah.
why I'm not a big believer in promoting somebody off his staff because you don't know what to expect.
Bet. I feel that.
That's my thing.
Funny, man. I appreciate
All right,
you
man.
calling in.
I-
As love you.
Yo,
Get
no
back
problem.
to the
I know y'all
babies.
gotta get to know.
I
I
about
know
to
y'all
say-
gotta get the people, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, bro, man. Love you, dog.
All right,
Respect,
peace.
fine. Please
Yeah, love
keep
you-
calling
love y'all
in.
too.
We had
All
to
right,
get
peace.
you on this topic.
Hey, man. Shout out to Funny.
What's that?
Loyal
man?
caller.
Coach.
International boy. That boy calling
International
from
boy.
Canada.
That nigga calling from Canada.
That was yeah.
So look, man.
Them
Look.
fees gonna kick you.
Look. Hey, the fee. Hey.
Them fees
The
gonna kick
goddamn data rate.
Hey, so look, man, look, I apologize. I fumbled a bit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go more like rapid fire instead of
You get the
bracket.
bag and I flip it and tumble it.
Instead of
Fumble
bracket
it.
style. But I got a question for y'all, man. Let's talk some black comedy. All right? We talking stand up. So I know that's tough. So you can't credit the movies that they was in because some niggas was funny as fucking movies when that funny as fucking stand up.
Bernard McCullough. That's it.
Bernie Mac.
Period. That's it.
So we're not even putting him in.
Oh man.
Obviously, because
Bernie?
you have to put Bernie in, but he's going to be in one of them. But remember, so you're just saying whoever he faces, you're saying him. All right, cool. So I'm going to put him in the tough one just because you said that. I didn't have him in the tough one at first, but now I'm going to put him in the tough one. So anyway, we're going off the top. We're going to go Hayes. We'll go around, and then we'll come back around for the next question. Hayes, give me who you taking,
And what?
stand up.
Okay.
Stand up.
So just let everybody know this is kind of like a Sweet 16
Sweet
type deal.
16 kind of deal.
Just like a little tournament style,
tournament
bracket
of
style. Okay,
bracket
okay.
style
Tournament
of
style.
comedians,
Yep.
and we're gonna kind of break
We're going
them
to try to break it
down.
down. We're trying to break it down.
Break them down into matchups
This is
against
the
certain
other ish.
comedians, and we're gonna try to get to the
This is
finals.
the other ish. So we're going around, Hayes. Your first matchup, I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna try to get this through real quick
This-
so we
this-
can all get it in because
Yeah,
it's gonna be a minute.
yeah.
Though.
So
So
this-
let's make this fast.
Make
Let's
it
make
quick.
it fast.
Make it
Let's
quick. So that's why I'm going with the easy ones off the rip. Chris Rock versus D.L. Hughley.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's
tough.
easy for me.
That's easy.
That's easy for
That's
me.
easy
Give me,
for
give
me,
me,
too.
give me Chris Rock all day, man. That's
Real.
personally, I that's my goat, man.
Real.
But give me Chris Rock all day.
Stand up.
Easy.
I gotta go Chris Rock. I love DL though.
Yeah, because he
up.
clown the
Yeah.
crowd.
I
Because he
met-
go out
man,
the crowd.
Comic View,
He go out
dog.
the crowd. He go out
That
the
nigga was
crowd.
funny.
What's up, Cole?
But
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock. Yeah.
All right. Give me Pookie.
Yeah. I go Pookie too.
Yeah,
That's
man.
1-4. That was
Yeah,
easy.
that-
DL, my guy, though, man. I love him.
That Tiger didn't go crazy. That Tiger went Tiger.
All right.
Chris Rock funny as fuck.
All right. So next one up, let's go 2 seed, Mike Epps versus 3 seed, Steve Harvey.
That's very easy.
Give me. Oh, my bad. We'll go
Go
to
ahead,
opposite.
go
No, my
We'll go to
bad.
opposite
I
way.
just
Go ahead,
wanted to
Troy.
say
It's on
shout
you.
out to the dude who do the spoof of his questions on the Steve Harvey
Oh, yeah,
show,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
My man
That
is
nigga
hilarious.
funny. That nigga is funny.
It's hilarious, man, because he hit him on the tee, man. I can't even look at him the same. But to be honest, I don't like Mike Epps' stand-up comedy. Comedy. I would have to say just Steve, just off principle. I don't know, man. He just don't make me laugh. I watched I watched the Netflix one. I watched Inappropriate
Whoa.
Behavior.
Whoa.
I couldn't laugh. Movie wise, he's
Whoa.
hilarious. TV wise, he's hilarious. I just
that
can't
short
laugh
arm.
at the stand up
whoa.
comedy.
Oh
man.
my God! This man went
Give me Steve.
This man went Family Feud on us.
Shout out to him,
Kobe,
man.
what up, though?
Kobe, who you got? That's a shocker.
Whoa.
Hey man, maybe
Shocker.
I don't know what it is. Mike just don't do it for me
Steve
on
Harvey
that
don't
stage.
even swear on stage no more, man. What do you-
Hey,
Steve Harvey's the equivalent
These
of Sinbad.
motherflunkers.
Yeah.
Hey, hitting you with the BET
my man
movie.
said your problems.
Son of a lover.
Steve Harvey
boy.
turned into Sinbad, man. You know, neither one of them cuss no more, man.
Go ahead, Troy.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead, Kobe.
Man, all right, Mike Epps easily, hands
Mike
down.
Epps.
Mike Epps.
Day.
Cole,
Day-Day.
hey, Lance, you just stepped back in. We doing a comedy bracket. You missed the first one. It was Chris Rock versus
D.L. Hughley.
Dale Hughley. I'm pretty sure you're going to pick Chris Rock, so forget that. So now we're on the 2-3. So now it is motherfucking
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps at the 2
Steve
seed
Harvey.
versus Steve Harvey at the 3.
Are we talking stand-up?
Stand-up. Stand-up you can only do.
First of all, Mike Epps' stand-up is terrible.
Thank you, man.
Whoa.
Thank you.
That shit is
Facts,
trash.
Lance.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
That cat do not make me laugh, man.
We got 2.
Whoa.
All right, so we got 2.
I don't laugh
Wait,
at
Lance.
my man.
So you
Wait,
got
Lance.
Steve Harvey?
What?
Steve Harvey over.
Man, I picked his microphone over Mike Epps.
Thank
Okay,
you,
bet.
man.
Hayes, go ahead. Hayes, go ahead.
Yeah,
Y'all
man.
laugh at y'all really laugh at Mike
Give me-
Epps on
Mike,
stand up?
Mike,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
give me Mike Epps. This nigga seemed like more of a nigga off of 7 Mile in Wyoming, just standing on the corner. I can relate to this
but
nigga.
that's a
Than
difference.
this, no,
That's
I
what's
fuck with
funny,
Mike.
nigga.
I fuck with Mike
You
Epps
watch his show and
way
laugh.
more,
But-
way more Mike.
But
Epps
have you
all
seen him in
day.
stand-up, though?
That's what we
Yeah.
Stand up terrible.
Yeah,
Listen, listen.
he just a silly
Silly
ass
ass
goofy
nigga,
nigga,
man.
man.
You laugh at a stand
He
up
just a
too.
goofy
Hey,
nigga.
I'm
Give me
sorry.
Mike
Laugh,
Epps.
Kobe.
I'm sorry.
the
Over
two of
Mike,
them, I laugh.
Steve,
Y'all
Steve,
niggas
Steve
laughing
Harvey,
at
Steve
So
Harvey
look-
for my mama, man, for real.
So
Make sure
listen.
you don't even cuss no
Listen.
goddamn mama.
Listen.
I mean, it's a tough subject.
Rest in peace,
So,
brother.
hey,
One's it's not the lesser of two evils. It's the shittiest of the two.
So
Go to
That's
that
lesser.
next one. Go to
So
that
look,
next one.
anyway,
Shittier
hold
is
on.
lesser?
Let me
That's
put
a good
my
way
pick
of putting
in.
it.
Let me put my pick in. I'm going Mike Epps because, like what Hayes said, he just seems like a natural silly nigga.
I think
Hey.
shit
Steve
every day.
Harvey
cool
wrote
with it.
his shit. Not saying it wasn't funny, but he wrote his shit out. Mike Epps just coming
Listen,
to a
We
show
not
and
about
just
to act
listen.
like that Steve
Listen,
Harvey
listen.
show.
Steve
is
Harvey
hot.
is not my number one pick by far.
But anyway, okay, but
I'll
anyway,
take
that
him.
was 2
Thank
and 3
you.
seed.
I'm with you,
2 and
Lance.
3 seed. That was
But
that
it's better
bracket.
than Mike
So
Epps,
listen,
though.
in that
Stand-up
bracket,
wise.
in that bracket, we have Chris Rock moving on and Mike Epps moving on. It was more Mike Epps. All right. So listen, next bracket. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough. I don't think it's gonna be tough, but it's fucked. It's fucked up. This nigga's a 4 seed. Eddie Murphy.
Ooh.
Right.
four?
So it's no, he's a 1.
Oh, I'm
fucking
Where's
saying,
Benji
don't
Brown
disrespect
at?
him.
fucking 1 seed.
Benji Brown funny in both of them.
Sponsored by
and-
Tito's.
Sponsored by Tito's. Eddie Murphy, number 1 seed. Number 4 seed, Cedric Entertainment.
Eddie.
Come on,
you
man.
can't do Raw and
Very easy.
Oh,
Delirious,
you going around the
man.
corner, okay.
Raw and Delirious. I'm sorry.
Eddie Murphy, very easy.
Hey,
Harlem
man,
Nights.
Lance.
I mean, shout out to the Noops because Sad is a Noop and he's a Kappa or whatever. Nigga, step back.
This nigga stupid.
Dog. Stay in your lane.
Eddie.
Stay in your lane.
Why the fuck you say?
It was a 4 seed.
Why is he a 4 seed?
Right.
What shit
Because that nigga funny, dog.
What should he been? What should he
He
should have
can't
been?
go against. He can't go.
What shit he
against,
shoulda been?
Eddie though.
We only got 16.
Come on, man. Eddie like Mike Jackson. Or
Eddie
comedy.
That's
different,
why he going up
man.
against Cedric
That's
Entertainment.
why he's the 1
right.
seed.
Hayes, it's
Eddie
on
too?
you.
Hey man,
Eddie.
This nigga Eddie wore some goddamn purple tight ass leather pants, man. This
had on
motherfucker
the
was
orange
confident.
and still
He was
orange
confident.
Leather suit.
He was
Hey, wait
confident.
that bill.
Give me Eddie, baby.
Orange leather
Eddie.
suit.
No, purple, that nigga. Eddie.
2-3 seed from that bracket. 2-3 seed. All right.
Facts.
Kevin Hart,
Okay.
2 seed.
Okay.
All right. 3 seed, Joe Torre.
Ooh, that's tough. I would say Joe made me laugh more. I would just say that. I'm going with Joe. I think if you pick in
Stand-up?
movies, movies is definitely Kevin. Stand up,
Stand-up,
give me
Joe.
Joe
All
any
right.
day, man.
What's up,
He's
Kobe?
laughing. Chicago. Shout out to y'all young
I'm
people.
gonna go Joe Torre as well. I don't really find Kevin Hart's all his stand-ups that funny.
Yeah, all of them.
Real,
not. All
real.
of them not.
Kevin.
2-1. Lance.
I fuck with Kevin Moore, and I'll be 100% honest, man. Joe, this shit's cool, but it's like chilling circuit.
Chilling circuit.
And I say that not to, as disrespect to him,
Tupelo,
more or less
Mississippi.
that Kevin Hart probably has a team of writers behind him too.
Okay.
So it's a little different.
So who you got?
Kevin, I mean,
Okay.
Two.
By default, I really do not like Kevin at all.
On the stand-up tip?
No, I really don't. But going up against Joe, though, I mean, he did have some memorable lines and moments in a couple of those stand-ups. So
You ever
he
go
went-
night-night?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
classic.
yeah. He
His
got
older ones would make him win.
right.
Speaking
So
of night-night, shout out to
by default,
Deontay
I say
Wilder.
Kevin.
Oh,
By
my
default.
God. Straight back to the boxing shit.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Deontay
Deontay
Wilder.
Wilder for putting the nigga to sleep. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin.
First
By,
round.
Kevin.
Get
Kevin
out
by
of here,
default,
bitch.
man. I don't fuck with Kevin, but his body of work is just classy.
I would
man.
say-
It's
I would
over
like to
over
see
over
Kev-
Joe Torre. Over Joe Torre. His
So
body
I
of
go-
work
I
is just
go-
over Joe
I
Torre.
go Kevin over Joe.
Okay.
It was tough.
I would
he got
li-
more. He got more specials.
What'd you
Joe
like,
ain't never had
Lance?
the specials. What'd
I
you
would,
like?
I would like. I don't know who made this bracket, but
I'm just, I really don't know it
No,
off the top.
no.
It was
Malcolm made
Yeah,
his
I made
bracket.
the
I would like to see
That's
some,
what the- that's
like
what
maybe
numbers
like
say?
I don't know, Kevin versus Eddie because they have. They
No,
listen.
Eddie all
No,
day.
Let me explain what I'm talking about.
They the
I-
ones
I-
that
I-
made
I-
it shake.
I would like to say that I would like to say them two not because of talent, more or less because of their startup.
What they've done.
The audience.
You,
Hey,
you have two comedians that have done stand up
Hey.
and movies.
Yeah.
Joe ain't
Hey.
do no fucking movies.
Hey,
that
hey,
next
hey.
I mean,
I feel you on that, Lance.
in what you
I feel you on
saying,
that. I feel
Lance,
you on that, Lance.
flat out, since he want to cut into it, nigga, you taking Kevin anywhere near Eddie?
no.
Okay, so that's why I didn't put it there.
So
'cause
what's
that was
the next
automatic.
one? What's
That
the
was
next
automatic.
one? What's
That
the
was
next one you got?
automatic.
I'm just saying.
It was automatic.
There's a lot of
what's the
content.
next
Anyway,
one? What's the
next
next
one,
one?
next
Next
That's a
one.
lot of
What's the
comedy cats.
Next one.
next one?
One seed. Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
Versus
4 seed.
Here comes something silly.
Kobe.
Nope.
Toby.
Here comes something silly.
Nope. Patrice O'Neal.
Turn the mics off.
I hate you did that.
Yeah, that is. these-
Patrice that guy.
Who made these morning line odds?
Patrice is definitely that guy, but you got to go
Who is
Dave,
that,
man.
I mean,
Dave
it's
is
the 1-4, though.
hilarious.
It's
Somebody
supposed
said,
to
"Who
be-
is that?"
I'm about to Google that.
And
You don't know who
Detroit booed
Patrice
Dave.
O'Neal is?
Detroit
Patrice
booed.
O'Neal, that guy.
Detroit
dog.
Oh
booed
my
Dave, man.
gosh.
We
Patrice-
booed Dave.
How you spell it?
Bad seating.
How you
man.
spell it?
Bad
We-
seating.
we-
This nigga is.
That's tough.
He
I like
he
Patrice.
passed away, man, but way before his time.
Yeah.
He
Last
kind of like a
name,
Robin Harris,
Davis.
man.
That's why I put him
Kind of
there.
like a
Harris.
Robin Harris,
Yeah.
man.
He in
That-
that
that's
whole-
unfair. That's
Robin Harris
that's
tough. It's
To
unfair.
tough.
give
It's tough.
Patrice his
O'Neal.
respect, he's
Yeah.
in that whole TK
Yeah.
Kirkland and
TK
Corey
Kirkland,
Holcomb.
Corey
Oh,
Holcomb.
man.
No,
Holcomb
no,
type,
no.
type.
I would not put him there.
No, he
I'm
was
just saying,
raunchy
though,
like
he's
them
from
niggas.
that
He was
cloth.
raunchy.
No.
He was
was
raunchy
real.
like them niggas.
No,
was
no,
real.
he's
Same
above
type
that.
of no.
No.
What
real,
we talking
man.
about? What we talking about is like comedy realm. Hayes, not saying that he's not better than them niggas, but that was the same lane.
Corey
I'm putting him
real.
above that rail, man.
Corey
I'm
real,
putting-
man.
He
It was the
he
same
got a
lane.
bigger audience. Way bigger
Patrice
audience.
don't fuck with.
Patrice
Patrice-
O'Neal.
Then
who?
Way bigger
Corey
audience
Holcomb-
than
Corey
Corey
Holcomb.
Holcomb.
Bigger.
Corey Holcomb for the urban community. I love him. No shade on Corey at all. Corey does his thing. But Patrice O'Neal, his audience is on a
He's
whole
silly.
nother
He's
level.
Audience,
He was
I'm
just
saying
before his time.
content
He
wise.
talking about content.
Content. When you
but
get
con-
straight to that point,
Man, all of
and
that.
there's
Who
no
y'all picking?
filter.
What y'all doing all of that? Who
Inglewood,
is the
New
pick?
Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Who is the pick?
Oh, it's definitely Dave. It's Dave.
Dave,
We're not about to
Dave.
disrespect
It's
Dave.
Dave.
I'm not going to
Young boy,
disrespect
man.
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave
that's
Chappelle.
That's
Dave Chappelle.
Dave, you're not.
Dave Chappelle. All right.
Who you
look,
got, Kobe?
Yeah, young nigga.
Oh, no, I'm going Dave Chappelle.
20-year-old.
Real.
Dave Chappelle. What's
Lance.
on now?
Dave
We still
Chappelle.
talking.
Nope, you good.
No, we talking. Oh, Mr.
This
O'Neal.
nigga
versus
over here looking
Dave.
at
Dave,
photos
yeah.
of Patrice O'Neal, man.
No, I'm reading his bio. I'm actually like I'm getting street like about the Inglewood.
Hey, bro.
New Jersey.
Hey, Lance, if you haven't fucked with him, fuck with him. He's
Oh,
silly
I
as
know.
shit.
I know him. I know him. I just had.
So you say Dave too. Dave is an easy one for that. All right, cool.
that was
All right.
unfair. Actually, it's
All
like
right.
the Bucks playing. Who the fuck they playing tomorrow?
Toronto?
Yeah, them niggas.
3-0.
Now we gonna stop disrespecting Toronto.
3-0.
You got an update on that score, real?
No,
Yeah, I get
nigga,
you,
it's over.
Kyle Lowry
Whatever.
still has no points.
Kyle Lowry has
I'm
how
just
many?
saying,
Zero.
You gotta take Reggie
And-
Jackson.
and where they're at? They're in the second quarter?
5:40 left in the second. 34-40 Toronto.
Okay.
34 to 40.
2-1. Next one, bud. You shooting?
Oh,
You
my
shooting
bad,
from the
my
hood?
So we're going back and we're coming.
We're
Who's
going
the-
back and we coming.
Who is the one? Who is the one season?
Freaky
We had Dave,
nigga.
Freaky nigga
We had
again.
Dave.
Sponsored
We
by
had
Tito's.
Eddie. We had who was the other 1 seed? We had Dave. We had Eddie.
Kevin.
Kevin Hart.
No,
Hart.
Kevin Hart
No.
was number 2.
This is the last one verse 4 right
This
here.
the last one.
Yeah.
So it's the nigga's name is Martin.
Martin. Versus who?
Versus who?
Everybody.
Martin.
Y'all just want to skip to the championship?
Right.
We need to do like the Warriors.
kinda
Bucks.
unfair.
This
Put
one,
Martin in
this one is a tough one because
It's kind of unfair.
I don't know if
to do that
it's
for
kind of
Martin.
unfair, but Martin versus Charlie Murphy.
Martin
Stand
still.
up.
Well, you gotta stop doing dead people.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying it's unfair to Martin because
We
you
got-
know Martin.
It would have to be Martin.
Martin was hosting all these guys on
Yeah,
Def
but
Comedy
then
Jam.
his specials too. though.
Martin was
Yeah.
Martin
MC.
put most of these guys on.
I haven't seen this Charlie stand up, but he's a hilarious guy. But
I have.
you look at You So Crazy, and
The Dave Chappelle show. He's an icon on there.
but
No,
I'm
you're
just
talking about
saying,
stand-up.
we
You're
just
talking
saying
about
stand
That
up.
was sketch
But
comedy.
You So Crazy,
yeah.
and the whole water glistening all over your body, man. That Martin
I've
did his thing,
seen a
man.
Charlie Murphy stand up, and that boy is quite hit or miss. I love me some Charlie Murphy. He is a goat within his own. You know what I'm saying?
More,
but
he
it
had
is
more hits or miss, though.
his stand up is quite hit or miss though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Sidebar.
Funny dude. Though.
Sidebar.
What you got, Kobe?
It's halftime and Kyle Lowry has 3 points.
Okay,
He said only 8.
Bang that three
At
at
the
the
most.
end, huh?
but I'm still taking him
Side-
over.
Still
Reggie
taking bets.
Jackson.
Bang that
still
three.
taking him
Sidebar. He
over
got 3
Reggie.
points at halftime.
Bang that.
I'm backing cold bets. 200%. Who wants some?
All right, so then we go
3 points. at
2-3
halftime.
seed over there, and we got this one might hit you niggas. I want to see what you niggas say. Bernie Mac at the 2, Tracy Morgan at the 3.
That's laughable.
Man, look, Tracy. Okay,
Tracy was cold back in the day.
Bernard McCullum.
It's not my turn.
We not about to disrespect Bernie like that. Bernie all day.
Nah,
Bernie.
man, you ain't got to disrespect Bernie because Bernie should speak for himself, first of all.
Yeah, he's
For
hilarious.
himself.
But proceed.
I ain't
brother.
scared of you, motherfucker.
Let's go. Proceed,
We
brother.
going
Oh
with
no, I
Bernie.
said Bernard McCullum. He didn't have to ask
Bernie.
me this question.
Oh, you had to
Lance.
go Bernard. He went the whole
Bernard
board.
Lance.
Government.
Man, look, I'm gonna give you, real, I love you. I'm gonna say that out loud.
Love you too.
I like Kobe a little bit.
Look how he's going against Bernard McCullum.
No, he not.
Yeah, he is.
Who is Bernard McCullum?
Bernie Mac.
Oh,
Versus Tracy Morgan.
nigga, no.
Oh,
I thought that was like
I
build
said,
up.
no way,
I thought that was build up.
No.
I thought that was build up to say
Bernie
Tracy Morgan.
Mac had such a distinguished and very unique style of delivering a message. Dude, you cannot compete with that, man. That's what comedy's all about, man. It's about delivery, man. It's not about a joke. It's about the delivery.
You're right about that.
You know
You're
what I mean?
absolutely
It's
right.
all delivery,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta deliver that motherfucker. Man.
I'm gonna keep telling you, motherfuckers, it's all about the strategy
Hey,
behind
shout
that shit.
out to a couple. So we did.
That's
4.
why Kevin Hart's so
We did-
successful.
that was
It's
our
just a
4.
little nigga just saying
That was our
shit
4, right?
at the right
Oh,
time.
no.
It's
So,
just
Exactly.
so listen.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to a couple people that we left off.
Shout out to Mal, cut me off.
My bad. My bad.
dog.
My bad, Lance. My bad, Lance. Look,
Sponsored by Tito's.
sponsored by Tito's.
Go ahead,
Listen,
man. Go ahead.
my bad, Lance. Look, shout out to a couple niggas we left off the list. Left off the top 16.
Clark Kent, President Obama.
Eddie Griffin,
Eddie Griffin. Nah, he was
Chris
definitely
Sucker,
6 points now.
Oh, Chris was good in movies.
Jamie
His
Foxx.
stand-up,
what I'm
Jamie's
saying?
definitely up there. I
right.
definitely got to put
Nah.
Jamie up there.
just give him a couple things. But anyway, so now we go on. We had 1 seed. Eddie move on. Can somebody listen? Sponsored by Tito's. Can somebody tell me who the 2-3 seed was in that bracket?
It wasn't Tracy Morgan. That was my last piece.
Yep. So who was with Eddie? Anyway, we're just gonna do it like this. Fuck it.
Final Four.
This man here, dog.
Yeah, because we know Eddie moving on.
We knew Eddie was moving
So
on.
Final Four.
Eddie versus
It was Eddie Martin.
Eddie Martin moved on. Listen,
And
so
it was
Eddie
Chris. And it was
Eddie
Chris.
Chris
Rock.
Rock moved on.
Bernie was Bernie's.
And Kevin Hart.
Bernie moved on.
Kevin Hart.
Mike Epps moved
Kevin
on,
Hart
too.
moved on.
Oh, yeah,
No,
Mike
Kevin
Epps
Hart.
moved
Who
on.
did Kevin Hart go against?
Man, fuck my
Joe
ass,
Torre.
man.
Joe
Oh yeah, he
Torre.
moved on.
Mike Epps moved on too.
No, he didn't.
So Mike Epps, let's just go right here. Let's go raw with it.
Raw.
I don't even know, but Mike Epps
Never.
versus Dave Chappelle.
Never.
Dave.
Let's get this through quick, man. Let's go through this
Well,
quick, man.
that
Get it
was
over
real-
with.
that was real-
Get it over with, man.
Just
Slash the
come,
throat.
just come back to me.
Slash
I
the
gotta
Oh,
throat.
it's
think
going
about
around
this.
this way.
Come back to me, man. I can't
All right,
think
go
of
ahead,
this.
real. Go ahead, real.
Dave.
Oh, man, that's hard.
2 Daves.
Nigga, 5 days.
10.
What you mean? Like,
What you got, Hayes?
nigga said 5 days.
Why he looking at that nigga like
That's a
that?
freaky
though?
nigga right
That's
there.
what y'all don't see. Like
wow.
nigga.
Nigga said he want 5 days.
Go ahead.
Motherfucker. Give me
No
Chappelle,
homo.
man.
Chappelle.
That
5 days.
Chappelle wins. Kobe, come on.
Toby. Come on.
I mean,
Toby.
I got it's by like this here, man. I go Dave Chappelle.
All
All
right,
right,
bet.
next.
All right, bet.
Dave in the final four.
Chris Rock.
Or Eddie?
This
Or
one
no,
tough.
or Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin Hart.
Chris next.
Yeah, I go Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock.
He's ain't even to say shit, Chris. Go ahead, Hayes.
Colorado Rockies, baby.
Chris it is. So we got Chris in the final four. And who else in the final four? Eddie, right? Then we got,
No, that's Chappelle.
Dave. Chris and Dave. Chris first. Dave?
Then we go on the other
shit. All right, here we go.
Rapid fire.
Motherfucking, who was other? Eddie. This is tough. Versus Bernie Mac.
Eddie versus Bernie.
Eddie.
Bernie.
Eddie.
Eddie, Bernie, Eddie.
Good answer, Lance.
That's the ice cream man.
That man
No, it's a hard one, man. Because we talking about two
Yeah,
absolute
that's
legends.
tough. That's
One
tough.
living legend and one that unfortunately passed away before his time, man. I'm gonna defer. I'm gonna get a championship to both of them. I'm sorry. That's,
All right.
that's the type of
Eddie,
nigga-
Eddie.
That's the type of nigga I am.
Eddie.
You would have stayed at
Who-
Michigan.
Wait a minute, what's
I said
Eddie?
Eddie.
I would have.
He
You would've stayed at
who-
Michigan.
What'd he say? What'd he say? Hey,
Eddie.
hey, Rail. Who he say? Eddie,
He said
Bernie.
Eddie, Bernie, Eddie.
Eddie.
Both niggas.
Eddie, it don't matter. Eddie won.
Eddie was
so
looking
Eddie's
over.
Eddie's in the final four.
Martin.
Then Martin.
Martin versus who?
It was Martin versus motherfucking
Kevin?
Kevin
No,
Hart.
Chris beat Kevin.
Chris. Is number
Chris
one
did
seed,
beat
yeah.
Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
So Martin versus Chris.
It's Martin versus who Patrice O'Neal faced.
Kevin. No.
No, it's Martin versus Chris.
Martin versus Chris. Let's go right here. Martin versus Chris Rock, dog.
Give me Chris Rock. Give me Chris Rock. Give me
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Chris.
Chris.
Lance.
Man, I'm done with this conversation.
Chris.
Martin.
Chris Rock.
I wanted to say Martin, but it's Chris.
Oh, Kristen won, even if I pick Martin. So Kristen won. Chris is in the finals. Now you got Eddie versus motherfucking Dave Chappelle.
Ooh, fuck. God, that's real right there. Wish we had more time, man. Fuck, man. Give me Dave. Give me Dave. Bob.
Lance,
On the head, Bob.
he
No
done.
homo.
Who we got?
Eddie.
Who is it?
Give me Dave. Dave versus
Eddie
Eddie.
versus Dave.
Eddie.
Eddie.
Dave,
I
Eddie.
think Dave.
Eddie.
Oh, it don't matter what I pick. Eddie move. So it's Eddie Murphy versus motherfucking Chris Rock. Go, Troy.
Eddie.
Woo!
Eddie.
Eddie.
Eddie, then it was
Chris
sweet.
Rock.
Eddie.
Chris Rock is
Eddie
my
versus
goat.
Chris Rock. Who you got? Who you got? Yeah.
Chris Rock.
Oh, Eddie, Chris.
No.
So that mean that-
No. I said Chris Rock is my goat, but
Oh.
these two head up, man. I'm gonna go with Eddie by
Oh,
by
Eddie
nose.
Murphy.
By nose.
Eddie.
By
Coming
nose.
to
Motherfucking
America.
goat.
Stand
Hold
up,
on,
Eddie
hold on,
Murphy.
By a nose. By a nose.
Are we talking?
And that is
That is sponsored
yeah,
by
by
Hennessy.
Tito's. This man
That looks
spilled-
like Hennessy more
spilled
than
drink
Tito's.
all over the table. It is time
Listen,
to
man,
go.
Listen, man, it's time to go, man. Fumble by Lance.
Hey,
Hey.
good show,
On
fellas.
On the 1 yard
Good
line.
show. Hey, on the
8
1
o'clock.
yard.
Almost scored.
And niggas about to get charged double time.
Thank you, engineer. We all out this boy. What's today? March?
19th.
May?
19th.
Excuse me.
It's May.
May
But it's
19th.
cool.
Sponsored
18th and 19th. It's cool.
by
Finals edition.
Tito's.
NBA Finals edition next week, sponsored by Tito's. I holler at y'all. Sports and other ish. We out.